Mateo clicked the release latches on his wheelchair's securement straps. The crowded bus lurched forward, packed with students chattering after school. Scales grabbed the doorframe as a dragon squeezed the bard. Young, soot-streaked, with blood gleaming wet under one wing joint. The beast scanned the aisle. No room wings, half unfurled, he staggered against the row of seats. A gale yelped. Whimpers spread. Mateo wheeled forward. His spot at the front, the only secure space with straps and grips, now stood empty. "Here," he said. "Take it. You need steady." The dragon's golden eyes locked on him. Smoke curled from flared nostrils. Pride flashed, then pain crumpled it. He folded his wings tight, scales rasping, and lowered his bulk into the space. Blood smeared the floor mat, hidden quick under a talon swipe. Mateo gripped his push rims. A balance in the aisle, waxed between seats. The bus rattled on. Students stared. No one spoke. Miss Alden's voice boomed from the driver's seat. "What in the stars is this?" Tires screeched. The bus slammed to a halt at the next stop. She stormed down the aisle, gray bun tight, uniform crisp. "Dragon. Off now. Regulations say no uncontrolled exotics." Ashkar Mateo caught the name etched on a diplomatic collar. Tensed. His tail coiled. "Envoy status, pasas granted." "Not on my bus." Halden jabbed a finger at the door. "You're bleeding everywhere. Health code violation." Mateo spun his chair sideways. Rubber tires locked the narrow aisle. "Is hurt. Call medical first." Students gasped. Halden's eyes narrowed. "Kid, move. This isn't your call." Mateo held position. "Bus protocol. I the injure. Stable here. Doxa, 5 minutes out." She crossed her arms. "Captain Rooks en route." "Locals reporte. Dragon incursion." "You think I want security boarding with claws out?" Ashkar shifted. His wing trembled, blood seeping fresh. He met Mateo's gaze. No words, gust as slow nod. Sirens wailed outside. Wood stood. The door hissed open. Captain Rook vaulted aboard, pulse rifle slung low. 2 officers flanked him, visors down. "Clear the vehicle. Containment priority." Fear rippled through the kids. They pressed back. Alden pointed. "It's the envoy." "Ord?" but official. Rook's gaze swept Ashkar. "Inhooded predator in a civilian craft. Standard procedure. Isolate and sedate." Mateo rolled forward an inch. His chair bumped Rook's boot. "No. It's not attacking. Give him medics." Rook loomed. "Son. Dragons don't board school buses. They soar or they scheme. Step aside. I've got him covered." Mateo locked his brakes. "Wheelchair securement holds 2 tons. Is secure." Ashkar rumbled low. Smoke whispered. The officers raised weapons. Halden stepped between. "Captain, the boy's right. Protocol locks injuries first. I called the clinic. They're dispatching a Sinotech unit." Rook scowled. 1 minute. Then he flies out cuffed. The medics arrived in a blur of white suits and hover stretchers. They knelt by Ashkar. Scanners humming. "Wing fracture. Plasma burn. Stable but needs immobilization." Ashkar hissed as they probed. His eyes flicked to Mateo. Talons flexed. Mateo stayed put. "Easy. They'll fix it." Druk tapped his comm. "Perimeter secure. Elder Beta shuttle inbound." Diplomatic mess. The Dragon Elder landed. Minutes later, a massive shadow blotting the street. Beta strode aboard, horns polished, robes embroidered with alliance sigils. Their gaze pierced Ashkar. "Nephew, reckless. Ambush on approach vector." Ashkar growled, wings clipped. "This human. Aided." Beta's eyes shifted to Mateo. "Human, child. You yielded your refuge?" Mateo shrugged. He needed it more. Brooke snorted. "Kids blocking a vac. We contain first." Beta's tail lashed. "Deeds speak. This one chose mercy over fear." She nodded to medics. "Stabilize him here." Alden exhaled. "Bus stays grounded till cleared." Students whispered. One film, covertly. Mateo ignored it. Wheeled closer to Ashkar. "What's your name?" "Of the Ember clans." Pain edged his voice. "You, Reyes?" Mateo grinned. "Mateo, hang tight." Medics injected a stabilizer. Ashkar slumped, wings easing. "Beta, watch Mateo. Your kind fears us, yet you anchor." "Not all fears are facts. Mateo adjusted his chair strap. Seen wars on field trips. Rook paced. Elder is a liability. Off-world envoys don't slam buses. Beja rumbled. He thought discretion. Injury demanded, aid this human provided. She extended a claw. Mateo Reyes. Clan death incurred. Mateo clasped it. Warm scales like sun-baked stone.
Just a seat.
Sirens faded. Perimeter cleared. Ashkar stirred. Why? We burn worlds in wrath. Mateo met his eyes. Burns heal. Seeds dawned. Beta signaled. Stretchers lifted Ashkar. A craned his neck. Wreathe with me, human. To the enclave. Rock blocked. Negative. Quarantine. Halden spoke up. Captain Kitts earned transport. My call. Rook glared. Then stepped aside. Mateo wheeled to the door. Beta shuttle hummed outside. Ramps down. Ashkar lay secured inside. You trust easy, the dragon said. Trusts earned. Mateo boarded. You said. That's step one. The shuttle sealed. Acceleration pressed Mateo back. Beta settled opposite. Your world judges by scales. We judge by fire. Yours burns steady. Ashkar chuckled. Weak. It blocks aisles like a cliff face. Mateo laughed. Practice. Enclave made bay gleam sterile. Dragon tech, pulsette, Regan's weaving bone. Ashkar rested on a slab. Mateo waited in the antechamber, chair humming on induction pads. Beta entered. Alliance Council observes. Your deed spreads. Dot a deed. Normal. To us. Extraordinary. She tilted horns. Stay. Witness his mend. Hours passed. Ashkar emerged. Wing braced but flexing. Pine fades. Gratitude endures. Mateo nodded. Bus runs late tomorrow. Cover me? Ashkar bowed low. Wings mantel. Clan's honor. Yours now. Outside. Rook waited with Halden. Gid, you just bonded with a dragon. Brass wants the brief. Halden's mic. Tell him procede one. Beta approached Rook. Captain, human compassion. Obeys your rifles. Rook stiffened. Duty first. Duty bends to wisdom. Beta glanced at Mateo. It teaches it. Ashkar knew Mateo's shoulder, gentle as a breeze. Fly with me soon. Mateo gripped his rims. Wings or wheels. Deal. Crowd parted as they walked out. Whispers turned to cheers. A small choice rippled wide, but in the shadows, Rook's combust. Captain, perimeter bridge. More boys inbound. Unannounced. Ashkar tensed. Mateo wheeled steady. Trust tested anew. Mateo gripped his wheel rims tight and rolled forward, clearing the bus aisle for the massive dragon behind him. Ashkar lumbered after, scale scraping the overhead bins. His left wing dragged low, tail coiled to avoid seats. Passengers pressed against windows, phones out, shouts echoed from the depot platform. Get that thing off my bus! Miss Halden barked from the driver's seat. She slammed the door controls, sealing the exit ramp. Mateo spun his chair toward the rear hatch. This way, big guy. Quiet bays around the corner. No crowd there. Ashkar rumbled low. A vibration Mateo felt through his chair's frame. The dragon ducked his ornate head and squeezed through the widening hatch. Clouds clicked on the metal ramp. Outside, depot lights buzzed harsh yellow. A dozen locals surged forward, workers in jumpsuits. A few tourists gaping. Dragon! Cal security! One yelled. Mateo wheeled ahead, blocking the path. Back up! Give him space! Halden jumped down, her bolt planting between the crowd and Ashkar. Procedure. Clear the area. Movie! Ashkar hissed, nostrils flaring smoke. He pressed a curved claw to his flank, where scales parted in a gash oozing dark ichor. Blood slicked his forelimb. Mateo glanced back. You're hit bad. Let me help. No man's steel touches dragon flesh. Ashkar's voice ground like gravel. Golden eyes narrowed. Your tools, poison. Sirens wailed distant. Boots pounded pavement. Captain Rook burst from a security cruiser, rifle slung low. 4 armored officers fanned out, visors down. Stand down, get! Dragon's containment priority. Back away, now! Mateo didn't stop. Ibet left into the shadowed depot bay. Cargo pallets stacked high, blocking the wind. In here, Safer. Ashkar hesitated, glanced at Rook's team advancing. Then he lunged, bulk filling the bay entrance. East Dale swept the gap shut. Halden waved off the officer. Booze is my son, Kit's with me. Rook pushed forward. Ma'am, that's an envoy class, Sena 3. Protocol says protect passengers first. Halden crossed her arms. Mateo's call. Mateo parked beside a pallet, facing Ashkar. The dragon slumped against the wall, scales rasping concrete. Each your drip steady, pooling black. You're losing blood. Mateo clipped his backpack. Pressure stops it. No poison. Ashkar buried fangs. We cauterize with breath. Oman wraps fester. Rook's team reached the bay mouth. Driftless Drows. Envoy Ashkar. Submit to containment. Medical teams inbound. Ashkar growled. Smoke curled from jaws. Mateo yanked his first aid kit open. Gauze, wraps, antiseptic wipes. He grabbed the roll and peeled back a sleeve. Watch. He pressed gas to his forearm. Unmarked skin. Wrapped tight. Demo style. Think at the pressure bandage firm. See, it stops bleed. No sting. Ashkar tilted his head. Eyes locked on Mateo's hands. The dragon's claw eased from the wound. Gas gape wide, deep through muscle. Crowd murmured outside. Phones flashed. Drook edged closer. Cat, drop it. That's not a pet. Holden blocked him. Let the boy work. Mateo held up the kit. Your call. But you're dripping on my rings. Ashkar exhaled slow. Demonstrate true. Mateo nodded. The dragon extended his forelimb. Rigid. Mateo climbed onto a pallet for reach. Wiped the gas clean. Ichor smelled metallic, hot. Ashkar flinched once, held still. Gauth packed in. Mateo wrapped layers tight, not secure. There, whole 10 minutes. Breath in. Kicks in. Ashkar flexed a limb. Wound sealed under scales. Pain eased from his eyes. Ear straightened. Wings half unfurling. Rook's rifle dipped. What the hell was that? Halden smirked. First aid, Captain. Uman specialty. Locals whispered. Kit touched a dragon. Ashkar turned to Mateo. Jaws parted wide, not a smile. A formal baring of fangs. You claim no debt, yet bind one? Mateo shrugged, repacking his kit. Just a bandage. Dragon dropped to haunches. Foreclaw scraped earth in a circle. Ancient glyph glowing ember orange. Witnesses froze. Rook's team backstep. I, Ashkar of the Ember clans, swear fire dead to Mateo rages. Boys boomed, echoing off pallets. My flame guards your path. My wings shield your wheels. Breach it, and my heart fire consumes me. Halden pallid. Fire that? That's suicide-packed stuff. Rook keyed his comm. Command, confer, draconic oath active. Lethal enforcement. Mateo blinked. Whoa. Chill. It's okay. Ashkar bought low, horn scraping Mateo's knee guard. Not okay. Eternal. Crowd gasped. A worker bolted. It's bound now. Dragons kill for less. Rook holstered his rifle, face tight. Kid, you don't get it. Fire, dead, means he dies if he fails you, or kills anyone who threatens. Mateo wheeled back a turn. I didn't ask for, you earned. Ashkar rose, wing brushing Mateo's shoulder, gentle, precise, glance on our deeds. Yours burns brightest. Siren sneered. More cruisers. Leap the depot. Elder Beta's shuttle hummed overhead, descending fast. Dragon silhouette loomed through the canopy. Halden grip Mateo's chair. Booze leaves in 5. You riding with your debtor? Mateo eyed Ashkar. The dragon stood taller, wound forgotten. Bright gleamed. Mateo grinned. Wings looked comfy. Rook waved his team in. Perimeter 2 bolts et. No one touches the kid or it. Ashkar chuckled. Rumble warm. Wise soft scale. Beta shuttle touched down outside the bay. Bram hissed open. The elder dragon strode forth, horns etched silver. Her gaze swept the scene. Locked on the glowing glyph. Young Ashkar. Beta's voice cut sick sharp. Oath sworn before witnesses. Ashkar mantled wings. Fire death to this human. Beta approached Mateo slow. Sniffed the air. Bandage sent ichor trace. The deed spreads. Alliance watches. Mateo met her eyes. he was hurt. Normal fix. Normal. Veda echoed, horns tilting. Humans deem compassion mundane. Dragons deem it legend. Rook stepped up. Elder protocol shifts. Beta could him. Deaths judge worlds. This one passes. Locos press barriers now. Cheers mixing fear. The phones captured every scale. Ashkar nudged Mateo. Booze or skies? Mateo grit rims. Booze first. Show you the route. Haldin fired engines. Load up both, Rook protested. Bam. Haldin ignored. Passengers clear. Mateo rolled toward the ramp. Ashkar match pace. Tail. Coil. Protect. The cliff pulse once faded. Trout parted. Whispers flew. The whelp tamed a dragon. Fire dead kid. Inside the bus, seats groaned as Ashkar wedged in. Mateo backed forward. Next stop, school. Hungry? Ashkar settled. Meat, ready. Halden sealed doors. Puget out smooth. Procedures adapted. Rook watched from platform. Com buzzing. Comment. Breach inbound. Voice multiple. Beta boarded her shuttle. Observe the small one. Air reshapes scales. Booze accelerated. City lights blurred. Mateo leaned back. Ashkar's breath warmed his neck. Guardian heat. Trust sealed in bandage. An oath. Ripple spread. But Rook's voice crackled over open channel. Captain to Bush. Hostiles vectoring your route. Dragons or not. Hold position. Ashkar tensed. Claws flexing. Mateo wheeled steady. Your move, partner. Drones humming like angry hornets, dropping steel cages onto the platform. Captain Rook leaped from his armored truck, stun rifle raised. Dragon, surrender now, or we trank you. Ashkar's scales bristled. He flattened his wings wide, slamming them into the cage links. Sparks flew. The young dragon pivoted, coiling his massive body between Rock's team and Mateo. Claws dug into concrete. A low growl rumbled from his throat. Mateo gripped his wheelchair rims. Guard steady, he rolled forward. Tires crunched over debris. Captain, stand down. Is not attacking. Rook's eyes flicked to the boy. Squadrons, circle tighter, red lights pulsing. Kid, back off. Protocol, unknown, Heno gets contained. Now, Loco screamed from barriers. Phones flashed. Shoot it, one yelled. Kid's crazy. Askar's tail lashed, knocking a drone sideways. It didn't advance. Huss shielded. Hot breath steamed the air behind Mateo, wings arched like a living wall. He's hurt, Mateo said. Boyish, calm. It pointed to the gash under Askar's wing. Oozing black ichor, hidden till now. Landed, bruv. Needs clinic, not cage. Rook signaled his team. Griefless train steady. In hooded predators worse. Cage, reinforce for scale. Move, or we move you. Halden stumped from the bus, keys jangling. Reyes, inside. My route, my call. She agreed. Captain City's gridlocked. Cages block my lane. Driver jurisdiction's mine. Rook snapped. Dragon breach airspace. Envoy or not, it's contained till command clears. Ashkar shifted. One wing drooped lower. Bang flashed in his golden eyes. He glanced at Mateo, trust flickering. Then back to the guns. Mateo rolled closer, inches from Ashkar's foreclaw. Perimeter in staff. Your drones. Mark it. 10 minutes to clinic. No restraints. Rook barked, a laugh. Negotiating with the CV. Kid, you see the teeth? See the wing, Mateo countered. Brakes. Your predator story. He's guarding me. After I bandaged him. Halden crossed arms. Boys, right. I saw the landing. Dragon asked for help. Human help. Proud murmurs swelled. Kid talk to it? Wheelchair. Dragon. Ashkar rumbled soft. Mateo caught the words. Scaled tongue shaping human speech. Trust. Small one. Rook's com crackled. Command Elder Veda inbound. Halt fire. Assess. Tension thickened. Drones hovered. Cages half deployed. Brook lowered his rifle a fraction. Perimeter, what's your guarantee? Mateo met his gaze. Mine is staking on me. You stake on procedure a beat. Rook scanned Ashka's wound, nodded curt. Timid escort. 5 minutes. Drones escort to clinic. Strike teams on standby. 10. Mateo pushed. Clinic's 3 blocks. Traffic. Rook holstered. H. Movie. Halden exhale. Bus deals. Might passenger. Squad retracted cages. Clanking retreat. Drones formed a glowing ring. Blue perimeter lights. Ashkar folded wings. Slow. Pain etching his snout. A nudge. Mateo's chair gentle. Lead. Mateo wheeled ahead. Ashkar matched stride. Massive form. Dwarfing the boy. Crowd parted like water. Whispers chased. Dragon listens to him. Fireproof kid. Rook flanked left. Team right. One twitch. We drop you. Ashkar's eye gleamed. Twitch Sabes king. Clinic doors hissed open. 2 blocks later. Medtechs gasped from inside. What the? Priority, Rook ordered. Kine wound. Stabilize, Mateo rolling first. Ashkar ducked low, horns scraping frame. Settled on the exam floor, scales grinding tile. Beds swarmed, scanners whirring. Halden parked bus outside. 8 minutes burned. Good call, Regis. Mateo nodded. Watched the techs prop Ashkar's gash. Dragon tense, under lights, but held. Klaus curled near Mateo's wheels. Protective curl, grog-based entry. Combust non-stop. Strike team, position 2 blocks out. A white green. Atet pulled Mateo aside. Bandak held. Uman, adicity. Perfect seal. You're the kid who started this? Just normal, Mateo said. Shh, rugged. Ashkar hissed as needle pierced the scale. Eyes locked on Mateo. Pine, minor. Death forms. Clinic alarms. Blipped. External ping. Rook stiffened. Drones report. Mori signatures. Inbound. Dragon class. Hall then checked her dash. My bus scanners too. Vector's your route, Captain. Mateo leaned forward. Agis or threats? Rook scowled. Elder Vader shuttle leads, but flanks unknown. Clan. Duties. If flexed wing. Stitches gleamed fresh. Small ones did. Ways. Tech cleared. Stable. Flight ready in hours. Rook. Kit open channel. Clinique de patch. Heno patch. Perimeter hold. Mateo rolled to Ashkar. Bus next. School run. Dragon. Rumbled. Laugh. Deep quake. Skies. Cal. Boot. Boost stitches. Outside drone shifted blue to amber. Caution. Crowd swelled triple. Phones streamed live. Hash. Dragon kid trending. Druk block door. Bus? No. Quarantine till. Virulence. Halden pushed past. Passenger cleared. Route resumes. Conflict sparked. Rook's hand hovered stun. Ashkar rose. Towering shadow. Wings half unfurled. Positioning again between guns and Mateo. Not cage, Ashkar growled. Boise echoed the scales. Not now. Mateo rolled between them. Captain. Deeds, right? Mean got him here. Yours? Rook's jaw tightened. Drone's word warning. Then, shuttle roar, split sky. Elder Veda's craft, touchdown, ramps dropping. Massive form emerged, horns crowned, eyes like forges. Vera strode platform. Locos hushed. Rook saluted. Elder, containment active. Veda's gaze pierced clinic glass. Locked on Ashka. Then Mateo. Wound, patch, Rook said. Human clinic. She tilted horns. By the small one, Mateo wheeled out. Ashkar flanked. Veda loomed, twice his size. Ale shimmered with her glyphs. Young envoy, she rumbled. Report. Ashkar bowed neck. Fail. Humans aided this one. First, Veda's eyes narrowed on Mateo. Human, name. Mateo Reyes. She sniffed bandage scent, compassion without claim. Ryer scale. Rock interjected. Elder, protocol, quarantine, shifts, Klaus flexed. Deeds, judge, worlds. This passes. Crowd erupted, cheers, drowning fear. Fonts captured. Dragon elder bows to boy. Ashkar nudged Mateo. Bus, skies. Mateo grip, rinse. Bus first. Route. Halden fire engines. Load up. Druk protested. Ma'am, passengers cleared. Halden ignored. Mateo rolled ramp. Ashkar matched. Tile coil protect. Glyphon bandage pulsed once. Faded. Crowd parted. whispers whelp-tamed dragon. Fire dead kid. Inside bus, sits groaned. Askar wake. Mateo park front. School next, hungry. Meet. Raid. Halden seal doors. Pulled out smooth. Procedure adapted. Rook watch. Platform. Come buzzing. Command. Breach. Inbound. Envoys multipla. Beta boarded shuttle. Observe. Small one. Reshapes. Scales. Bus accelerated. City blurred. Mateo leaned back. Ashkar's breath warmed neck. Guardian heat. Trust sealed. Rook's voice crackled open channel. Captain to bus. Hostiles vectoring route. Dragons or not. Hold position. Ashkar tensed. Klaus flexed. Steel floor. Mateo wheeled steady. Your move, partner. Ashkar's wings. Rustle tight space. Mine and yours. Drones trial bus amber lights flashing. Halden grip wheel. Next stop hot. Perimeter breach confirmed. Mateo scanned windows. Shadows winged distant towers. Dragon silhouettes unlit. Not Beta's clan. Hostiles? He asked. Ashkar scented air. Rivals. Send. Wrong. Challenge. Envoy. Rook's channel barked again. Bus. Pullover. Strike. Team linking. Halden glance mirror. Negative. Sibir road active. Mateo tap reins. Ashkar. Can you fly bus? Dragon huffed steam. Carry. But trust. Holes. Sky darkened. Wing beats. Thrummed close. Per shadow. Dove scales crimson. Claws gleaming. Bush swerved. Halden cursed. Incoming! Ashkar roared. Glass rattled. E-surge. Half up. Head Ashkar's head smashed through the bus roof. Metal tore like foil. Crimson claws wrecked air outside. The rival dragon banked hard, screeching. Mateo gripped his wheels. Glass shards rained. Halden, punch it! Bus tears screamed. Halden yanked wheel. Beekil, fishtail, Askar's tail, lashed, crack, split rival's wing mid-dive. Enemy tumbled. Scale shedding like bloody confetti. Got one! Halden barked. Drones bus closer. Lasers priming. Another shadow plunged. Gloves gouged bus side. Sparks flew. Ashkar twisted jaws snapping. Fangs clamped wingtip. Yanked. Rival spiral into tower base. Explosion lead skyline. Mateo scanned readouts. 2 more inbound. Escol ramp in 20. Ashkar dropped low. Blood slicked his flank. Wound gapes wider. Rivals flee. Scent reeks. Defeat. Rook's voice crackled. Boost. Report. Strike. Team ETA. 2 mics. Halden ignored. Ramp ahead. Hold tight, kid. Bush bolted ramp. Antirav hummed. School plaza loomed. Med bay lights glaring. Drones formed. Perimeter. Locals scattered. Screaming dragon. Ashkar collapsed into seat well. Breath rasp. Wound. Opens. Mateo wheeled forward. Med teams waiting. You're no monster. Burn and laceration case. That's the order. Doors hissed. Medtechs swarmed stretcher ready. Captain Rook shoved through, rifle raised. Containment first. Dragon's a threat vector. Miss Halden blocked him. Chibi protocol. Kid's call. He bonded it. Mateo locked eyes with Rook. Stand down, Captain. Ashkar's envoy. Save our asses. Rook hesitated. Dex froze. Ashkar rumbled low. Scales tense. Elder Beta landed beyond drones. Shuttle idling. She watched, unblinking. Small one commands. Deeds, Judge, Tech, L, Ashkar out. Limpet, onto stretcher. Mateo rolled beside. School clinic. Now, inside by, light stab white. Tech prep trace, needles gleamed. Ashkar's eyes narrowed. Pupils slide to pins. Ethics, Dr. Lena, scanned wound. 3rd-degree burns, lacerations to muscle, anesthesia stat, no. Ashkar's voice groundstone, tile coil tight. Control, mine. Mateo wheeled between. He said no drugs. Threat conscious. Lena blinked. Kid, it's a dragon. Pine threshold. Treat like burn and laceration case. Mateo's voice cut still. Not monster. Gloves on. Steps only. Ashkar tracks. Needle in Lena's hand. Head snapped. Steam jetted nostrils. Tech backed up. Rook burst in. Sedatate. Protocol? Halden grabbed his arm. Mateo's lead. Bush looks probated, Dragon's alley. Beta slipped through doors, wings folded. Observe. Human chooses clarity. Mateo faced Ashkar. Listen. First step. Clean wound. Saline flush. You know we pour. Repeat. Ashkar's gaze locked Mateo's. Clean. Saline. Not. Lena skirted. Saline. Fluid hissed on scales. Ashkar flinched. Klaus gouged table. No roar. Good. Mateo said. Step 2. Antibiotic hell. Rubs in. No. Sting. Node. And repeat. Antibiotic. Hell. Rub. Hell slathered. Muscles twitched under touch. Rock holstered rifle. Muttered into calm. Stand down, Met Bay. Humans running it. Step 3. Mateo pointed needle. Local numbing only. Tiny prick. Edge of wound. Blocks. Pain site. Not full sleep. You wash my hand. Repeat. Ashkar's eyes bored into needle. Local. Numb. Prick. Watch. Hand. Lena injected. Ashkar hissed. Tracked. Syringe. Empty. No lash. Step 4. Stitches. Thread pulls skin. 20 passes. You count with me. Stay claw length. Mateo tapped own chest. Here. I'm here. Ashkar rumbled. Stitches. Count. Claw length. Necks stretched. Hot breath washed Mateo's face. Lena threaded needle. First pass. Skin bucket. 1. Mateo said.
1.
Ashkar echoed. Claw hovered near Mateo's wheel. Tip brush rim, not piercing. Blood welled, minimal. 2. 2. Ashkar's free claw flexed floor. Thylus cracked. Beta leaned closer. Whelp yields to child. Scales reshape. Halden crossed arms. Gets got it. 10 stitches in. Ashkar sweated. Steam bailed air. Fine. Beats. Mateo held steady. Breathe my breathing. In, out. 11. The 11. Breath synced. Claws stayed light on wheel. Vital stable. No spikes. 15. Needle tucked deep. Ashkar growled. Human endures. Every day? Mateo grinned. Wheels don't stop me. Docian. 16. Pride edge rumble. Claw press firmer. Protective anchor. 20. Wound seal. Bandaje pulsed. Glove from earlier. Glove steady. Lena stepped back. Done. No infection markers. Ashkar sagged. Eyes half-lidded. Control held. Wound mends. Mateo patted Claw. Partner. You chose trust. Claw curl gentle around chair. You chose steps. Death burns eternal. Beta approached. Voice echoed. Cavern. Human world measured. Deeds beamed. Whelp report kin. Ashkar straightened. Keen. Elder. Small one heals without chains. Respect earned. Rook cleared throat. Captain's log. Incident. Human dragon collab confirmed. Alden smirked. Dalju. Processor adapted. Drones outside hummed alert. New ping rooks combust. Command rival clan vectors Med Bay. Full assault inbound. Ashiskar tensed. Wound. Target. They send weakness. Mateo wheeled to doors. Your move first. But we fly together. Beta's wings unfurled. Together, test all. Glass rattles, shadows wheel skyward. Crimson scales multiplied. Ashkar met Mateo's eyes. Glove-linked halts. Mateo nodded. Locked. Doors. Sealed. Alarms. Wild. Revels dove. Bus engines roared outside. Halden already at wheels. Load up. Plaza. Evac. Tex scrambled. Stretcher rattle. Ashkar scooped. Mateo instead. Cradled secure. Pry true. They burst into Plaza. Rook's team formed line. Briefles hot. Beta launched. Calling thunder. First rival struck. Ashkar rolled mid-stride. Klaus met Klaus. Sparks flew. Mateo twisted in grip. Pointed drone. Flank. Left. Drone laser stitch rival wing. Enemy crashed. Double Halden's bus. Rook fired. Plasma. Bolt sheared tail. Baida clashed midair. Elder's rowers. Shook towers. Yield rattles. Envoy pack beans. Revels broke. Wings faltered. Last one flat horizon. Plaza quieted. Drones scanned clear. Ashkar set Mateo down gentle. Bone tested, unbroken. Mateo dushed dreams. Normal day, hungry yet? Rab meat. Ashkar huffed laugh steam. Beta landed heavy. Ada Mateo. Small one reshapes worlds. Kin learn from this. Rook saluted. Captain Defers, your protocols now. Howden pulled bus close. Schools secure. Next stop, embassy? Mateo glanced Ashkar. Iskol. Ashkar's glyph pulsed bright. Uman soil. We stay. Sky cleared. Whispers spread. Plaza. Fire dead kid. Tame stars. But comms crackled new. Rook paled. Command. Core breach. Dragon artifact active downtown. Rivals baited to trap. Ashkar snarled. Artificath. Mine. Stolen. Mateo wheeled forward. Then we claim it back. Klaus. Flex. Trust. Sealed. Deeper. City. Awaite. Ashkar's claw clicked open. A single scale gleamed in his grip, etched with glowing runes. He thrust it toward Mateo. Bond demands balance. Take my scale. Give token in return. Mateo wheeled closer, his chair armed over plaza stones. The scale warmed his palm as he snatched it. Light pulsed against his skin. It dug into his pocket, pulled out his worn bus pass. Plastic chipped, barcode faded from scans. This, all I carry. Tracks, roots, ruse, Jos. Ashkar's golden eyes narrowed. A tongue curled from his nostrils. He snatched the pass. Eld to the light. Explain. Mateo pointed at the barcode. Swipe here. Bus 1, school loop. 10 minutes. Bus 3, downtown. 20. Koi single file. No pushing. Exact change or pass. It tapped the scale in his lap. Your turn. What's it mean? Scale binds oath. Ashkar tucked the pass into a chest pouch. His injured wing twitched. Bandages peeked under scales. Draconic, Omple pledges life. You hold my truth. Captain Rook stumped up. Rifles clacked behind him. His team fanned out. Held exchange. That's bonding behavior. Containment protocol. Separate now. Mateo gripped his wheels. Ashkar loomed taller. Scales bristled. Rook's visor locked on the scale. Dragon. Artifacts. Trigger scans. Hand it over, kid. For safety. No. Mateo wheeled between them. It's mine. Trade is done. Ashkar's tail lashed. Voice boomed like thunder. Draconic law invoked. Guess right claims this human. Mateo rages. Protected kin. Arming boy pact. Rook froze. Comms buzzed in his ear. Low? That's not in briefings. E-eyed Elder Byra perched on a lamppost. Eyes like molten gold. Miss Halden leaned from the bus door. Captain, kids, steady. Let them finish. Rook holstered his sidearm. Fine. Guess right noted. But we escort. Artifact downtown. Rival trap. No heroics. Mateo nodded. Bustris gets us close. I know. Stops. Ashkar scooped him up. Wings half spread, despite the limp. Fly faster than wheels. They launched. Wind whipped Mateo's face. City blurred below. Towers stabbed clouds. Streets choked with evac drones. Ashkar banged hard. Artifix pulses. Stolen from my hold. Core hard stone. Ignites, if cracked. Mateo twisted in the grip. Spotted the glow downtown. Blue fire. Licking a warehouse roof. There, drop low. Boo's root circles it. Rook's gunship roared parallel. Flank right. Drones inbound. Rivals waited. 3 dragons circled the warehouse, smaller than Ashkar, but wings scarred from battles. 1 dove, Klaus raked air. Ashkar rawled. Mateo pointed. Left edge bends. Ashkar blasted steam. Jet scorched the rival's flank. Enemy veered into a drone swarm. Lasers, stitch scales. It plummeted. Miss Howden's booze barrel streets below. Plasma turrets whirred. She swerved past debris. Holding perimeter. Kid, see now. Mateo waved his scale. Boss lights synced. Onked code. Second rival struck. Talons grafted Ashkar's tail. He snarled. Dropped altitude. Hold tight. Mateo Brasset yanked a flare from his chair pouch. School safety kit. Lead it. Orange bloom blinded the rival. Ashkar slashed. Klaus tore wing membrane. Enemy spiraled into a tower base. Crash echoed. Elder Beta joined from above. Her shadow eclipsed the block. Jill, thieves! Boys claim stands. Last rival clutched the warehouse roof. Artifact throbbed in its jaws. Fist-sized gem. Cracks, spider webbing. Core energy hummed. Buildings trembled. Rook's voice crackled. Hem destabilizing. Evac radius 50 cent. Ashkar Dov, my oath. My stone. Mateo leaned out. Wait, Bushpass your token. Scan it. Ashkar blinked, pulled the pass. Held it to the rival's glare. Runes on his scale, linked somehow, flared through Mateo's hand. The pass glowed. Barcadet etched, air like laser. Rivald recoiled, dropped the gem. Token beans? Beira landed with a quake, snatched the artifact mid-fall. Clutch it secure. Draconic law. Human token invokes reciprocity. Thief, begone. Rival fled. Wings beat retreat. Ashkar set Mateo down on the warehouse roof. Gem safe in Veira's claws. She eyed the boy. Bushpass, treaty, artifact, oath sealed in plastic. Worlds reshape on such small deeds. Mateo dusted his rims. Jade Moras whined back to life. Just gets me to school. Hungry? Ashkar huffed steam. Laugh rumble. Rare meat. Human fire? Rook touchdown. Salute Beira. Ma'am. Protocols update. Honor guest right. Gradius under dragon protection. Howden pulled the bus alongside. Bram dropped. Load up. Embassy next. Or school lunch. Mateo glanced up. Ashkar's glyph pulsed. Brighter now. Synced to the scale in Mateo's pocket. Your soil. My wing. We choose. Beira rumbled approval. Keen learn. Human chooses kindness in Cloud's shadow. Respect. Earned. Plaza feeds. Lit up citywide. Whispers turned rose. Bushpass tamed dragon law. Drones captured the trade scale for pass, glowing eternal. But Ashkar tensed. Sniffed, ate, trap, scent, lingers. Rivals bay deeper. Mateo wheeled to the edge. Spotted shadows in alleys, wing beats faint. Then we cue next. Bush trees inbound. Klaus flexed around the pass. Trust forged in trade. City pulse alive. Deeper threats steered. Rook's comms barked. Command rival fleet inbound. Pack test begins. Ashkar grinned. Fangs fly true keen. Mateo grit wheels. Swipe pass. All aboard. Wings spread. Bush engines rod. Bond unbreakable. Orde awaited. Ashkar plucked the bus pass from his pouch. Held it high. This law now. Treaty endures. Crowds below cheered. Our man boys token-bound stars. But horizon darkened. Braver silhouettes must. Beira's roar challenged. Come, witness deeds. Mateo smiled. Normal day escalated. Kindness queued first. They launch as one. Downtown stabilized. Drones clear rubble. Halding gunned the bus onto main track. Ashkar flew, escorted wing shadow over roof. Mateo rode a shotgun seat scale thrum warm against his chest, tucked on the shirt. Kid, Halden said, you traded launch money for dragon loyalty? Bushpass? Mateo shrugged. Unlimited brides. She snorted. Glanced, mirror, at Rook's trailing convoy. Captain's fuming. Bonding behavior, my foot. That's alliance. Ashkar bang, close boys, pierced wind. Alliance, oath, guests right unbreakable. Harm keen, repay in fire. Mateo nodded. Rules same. No cutting cues. Beira, sword ahead. Artifice secured in harness. She broadcast wide. Draconic frequencies hummed. Emboy pack holds. Human token validates. Rivals, stand down. Responses snarled back. Fleet icons blinked on Rook's HUD feed. Shared now, per protocols. Jock patch through. 20 buggies. Bound vector. Etaten. Plaza secure. Downtown hot zone. Mateo traced routes on his knee. Bush trees loops there. Shortcuts. Via underpass. Ashkar dove to bush height. Klaus gripped roof rails gentle. Guide keen. Wings follow wheels. Halden florid. Tires screech. Turns. Holding 15 minutes. They hit the underpass. Shadows swallowed light. Itchers bounce. Wing beats above. Ambush struck. Drivel scout burst from bends. Klaus scraped bus side. Sparks flew. Mateo yelled, hard right, flare. Elite another. Blasted window, orange field tunnel. Scout blinded, crashed wall. Ashkar pounced, talon spinned. Yield, Scout hissed. Aid the pass in Ashkar's claw. Token, law, Ashkar pressed. Scouted tapped claw to pass. Glyphs, sink. It bowed, fled. Veda circled entrance. Deeds, spread. Revels, fracture. Fleet hesitated on scans. Icon scattered.
Rook whooped. They're breaking.
Kid, your past just won the war. Mateo pocketed the scale. Nah. Team Q, Askar landed beside Bus as they emerged. Plaza lights welcomed. Crowds gathered. Phones captured the glow. Elder Beira touched down. Offered the gem back. Corhart returned. Oathkeeper. Mateo took it. Cool stone, humming steady. Elder Veda's shadow eclipsed the clinic roof. Tylis cracked under her claws. Ashkar, emerge for judgment. Mateo gripped his wheelchair arms. The gem hummed hotter in his pocket. Crowds pressed the plaza fence. Funds flashed. Captain Rook's squad formed a cordon rifles low but ready. Askar tensed beside the bus. Scales rippled. A glanced at Mateo. Stay inside. This right demands Bloodkin alone. Mateo wheeled forward. Not leaving you solo. Titus crunch grabo. Miss Halden blocked the ramp. Kit, protocol. Dragons sort dragons. Rook barked over comms. Envoy inbound. Containment hulls. No civilians cross. Beta's head swung down. Golden eyes pierced the throng. The Oathkeeper bears my core heart. He stands with the challenge. Ashkar hissed low. Pride cracked his voice. Elder, is not. Silence. Sparks flew from vents. Deeds bind tighter than blood. Ashkar stepped to the light. Ashkar limped forward. Left, forklaw, dragged. Injury sent. Oson and Char wafted. Locals gasped. Rook raised his visor. Is hurt. Quarantine now? Mateo rolled past Halden. She grabbed the chair back. Mateo, no, meterais. Calm. Bus, sedas. Now chair does. She released. No de donce. Plaza spotlights snapped on. Askar reached the open square. Beta dropped to street level. Wings folded like sails. Twice his bulk. Scales etched with clan glyphs. Mateo hit the cordon. Squad parted reluctant. Rook snarled. Boy back. Mateo ignored. Wheeled beside Ashkar. Judgment needs witnesses. Ashkar's eye widened. Foolish human. She tests intent. One wrong claw. Nostrils flared. Young homeboy. You fled. Kinklan hid one from rivals. Accepted outsider aid. Her gaze shifted to Mateo. This small one returns my heart gem. Unasked, Askar bowed, neck low. Elder, necessity. Humans, probate worthy. Crowds murmured, funds sound. Rook edged closer. Ma'am, we got inbound chatter. More wings, backtering. Beta ignored him. Woundfesters show it. Ashkar extended claw. Scale split. Puss gleamed black. Mateo winced. Clinic doors banged open. Medics rushed with gurneys. Alden waved them back. Stand down. Diplomatic. Mateo pulled his jacket off. Folded it thick. Pressure to the gash. Hold still. Ashkar flinched. Heat seared Mateo's palms. Dragon blood, scythal cloth. Beta watched, unblinking. Attends without demand. No tribute sought. Rook comet. Perimeter breach. Scout circling blocks out. Ashkar growled through pain. Mateo, retreat. Rivals smell weakness. Mateo taped the jacket tight. Clinic tape from his pack. Team Q, remember? Your wings, my wheels. He wheeled back a step. Gechter, his empty seat. Elder, Roop, perch high. These rolls, smooth, Beta tilted head. Locals froze. Broke whisper. Kit's offering his chair. Silence stretched. Beta's claw tapped stone. Cracked spidereth. Then she stepped forward. Bulk shifted. Curved into the frame. Metal groaned. Eld. She rolled one turn. Experimental. Human craft. Gels to wait. Jares stopped at Ashkar's side. Beta dismounted graceful. Accepted. Crowds erupted. Cheers mixed shouts. Foams captured. Every grinned. Ashkar stared. Haas lack. Elder honor small things? Beira's voice boomed anew. Deeds measure worlds. No alliance forms on words. Trial of deeds. The Oath Keeper joins on boy patrol. Rivals fracture but cores remain. Prove unity crushes threat. Mateo blinked. Patrol? Like Bush Run? Rock stormed forward. Negative. Human Minor stays grounded. We handle security. Halden crossed arms. Captain Kidd routed your fleet. Let him rout dragons. Beira's laugh rumbled. Ground shook. Captain of Iron Shells. Your spears point outward. This one's claws extend inward. She eyed Mateo. Small one chooses. Mateo pocketed tape. If Ashkar flies, I roll. Shortcuts work everywhere. Ashkar rose. Wing tested. Bond claimed. Gin flight. Rook slammed fist to chest. Fleet inbound. 20 minutes. You fly into hot zone. Beira, spread wings. Deeds, cool. Fires. She bolted roof. Chair left behind. Dented proud. Helicopters thumped. Distant. Spotlights swept. Crowds chanted, Oath Keeper, Oath Keeper. Mateo mounted the bus ramp. Alden fired the engine. Your chariot, sir. Ash. Car. Gripped. Roof. Klaus. Gentle. Rook paced. This is insane. Dragons judge us by a schoolboy. Medics swarmed Askar's wound. He shrugged them. Human men sufices. Mateo traced. Plaza map on knee. Underpass loop skipped. Rivals. Next. East viaduct narrow, but defensivo. Ashkar relayed glyphs. Wings relay to fleet. Veda circled above. Lead, Oathkin. Bus lurched. Pires beat pavement. Drones bast. Escort. Crowds parted. Rook jumped radio. Command Rook. Releasing asset. Reyes Mateo. Dragon liaison confirmed. Inbound icons blinked. Rival scouts double O. Veda intercepted one. Talon flash. Beef pass. Demanded. Scout beard. Mateo yelled. Flank, left, bus, flare, Holden, punch, lights. Blinded pair, Dove erotic. Ashka pounced, mid-air, pin. Yield to law. They tapped. Fleth, Beta boom. Fracture spreads. Chorus waver. Bushit, viaduct, steel girders, shadowet, echos, amplified wing beats. Ambush 2, larger scout. Scart, Klaus, rake, beams. Debris rained. Mateo lit. Flare. Packed tight. Lounge backpack tube. Burst orange-white. Ashkar, double through smoke. Locked jaws on wing. Grounded hard. Token. Esker one spat. False and boy. Wound weak. Mateo rolled window. Gelled up. Check the pass. Lau binds. Hesitated. Tapped. Sank it. Bowed low. Oath ripples. Beta landed beside. Deeds echo. Report to course. Fleet icons scattered. Rook whooped. Feed. They're routing. Gits flares. Who's flipped the board? Boost. Emerge. Viaduct. Down broke. Clinic. Lights faded behind. Ashker landed soft. Beside Mateo. You offer. Seat. Tend. Wound. Beat wings. Humans. Breed. Loss. Mateo shrugged. Normal day. Pig team. Play smart. Beta dropped final. Aid the dented chair. Trailer behind bus. Trial passes. Alien seeds planted. Air claw extended. Touched Mateo's shoulder. Gentle as breath. Small one's manners test all. World bend to such. Crowds surged fence. Cheers deafened. Rook approached. Saluted Chris. Captain Rook requesting liaison and Beth permanently. Halden grinned. Bustris approves. Mateo felt gem pulse steady. Pocket warm. Sky darkened sudden. Third shadow eclipse sun. Massive wings. Elder King. Voice thundered. Femelia timbre. Beira. Core demands proof. Test the small one's core first. Beira abode. Sister Prime. Be all deeds. The new dragon landed Plaza Center. Scaleless crimson fire. Eyes locked Mateo. Human jungling. Manners precede might. Offersit unasked. Again. Mateo wheeled forward. No hesitate. Hastored the dented chair. Yours, ma'am. Rolls through. She stepped in. Testeth. Gross. Metal held. Crowds held breath. She dismounted. Nostrils flooded approval. Passed. Now core trial begins. Wings beat mast. Fleet arrived, not rivals. Dragon cores, the witness. Mateo gripped arms. Game on. Captain Rook shoved through the crowd's edge. His squad fanned out behind him. Stun buttons, humming low. Stand down, kid. Dragons under containment protocol. You're clear. Med team inbound. Mateo wheeled his chair tighter to Ashkar's side. The dragon's scales rasped against pavement, wound scent sharp in his nose. Ashkar's tail curled protective around the chair's wheels. No rumble. Whose steady breath? Rook's eyes narrowed. Authorization Delta 7. Force transfer. Now, a signal. 2 officers lunged for Mateo's arms. Ashkar exploded upward, wings snap wide, blotting the dawn plaza in shadow. Goose, battered signs loose. It loomed. Jaws parted just enough for fangs to gleam. No roar. Wings held position, blockade not to strike. Stand down, Rook barked. Squad froze. Batons rose. Ashkar's head dipped low. Boys rolled like gravel avalanche. Humans of Guard. Take my flight, bin my fire. But release the small one. He mended what Klaus rend. That bins me. Mateo felt the gem in his pocket from hot. Ashkar's eye flicked to him. Trust glint, no fear. Crowd gasped. Dragon fleet overhead wheeled tight, shadows stacking like storm clouds. Crimson Sister Prime, Elder Veda, tilted her massive head. Watch. Rook's jaw clenched. Dragon, you're injured. Quarantini. Keep him off. No. Mateo's voice cut clean. It tapped his chair console. Screen lit, Pinica pinged open, public log, auto uploaded from the bus feed. Captain, protocol gap. Dragons visit. We need rules. Public ones. Rook blinked. What? Mateo scrolled fast. Type with steady thumbs. Proposal. Dragon Envoy Protocol. Step 1. Designated liaison per visit. Civilian lead. Reports live to council net. Step 2. Guess right marker. He held up the gem. Dragon Forge. Pulsing. Proof of exchange. Step 3. Mutual aid clause. Injury gets treatment. No snatch. Squad shifted. Miss Halden pushed to front. Bush idling behind. Kids got a point. My locks back it. Boss 3 hosted. First contact. Clean run. Elder Waiter's wings rustled. She stepped from the dented chair, metal screeching protest. Human jungling speaks form. Chorus test in structure, not Fang alone. Aid Rook. I stake life on his word. Bind me. Free him. Rook's radio crackled. Command stand down transfer. Review proposal. He holstered baton. Glutted at Mateo. You volunteering for this liaison jig? Mateo hit send. Plaza screens flickered. Protocol draft beamed wide. Signatures auto-pulling from witness. Already dead. Civilian in Beth. Me. Hato. Foams out. Cheers built again. Elder Veda reared. Crimson scales flashed down gold. Claw rose high. Pierced her own flank. Blood welled. Dripped to stone. Stam rose. Guess right sealed. By car oath. Askar Kinward to Reyes Mateo. Learn humans through his flight. World's witness. She slashed air. Rune burnt in sky. Visible pact. Glowing script no human tongue named. Dragon fleet trumpeted. Dipped wing salute. Askar sank beside Mateo. Snout nudged chair gentle. You counter life debt with writs? Mateo grinned. Shrugged. Paperwork sticks. Lives bounce. Rook exhale sharp. Salutite Elder Beta crisp. Captain Rook embed security tile. Protocol approved provisional. Miss Helden clapped Mateo's shoulder. Bus 3's your ride liaison. Fleet's too big for viaduct. Mateo nodded. Felt Askar's warmth radiate. Hem cooled, steady, overhead. Dragons circled loose, witnesses turning escorts. But Elder Veda's eye lingered on him. Corretriel deepens, small one. Your normal bends stars. Profit holes. Plaza cleared. Slow. Squads peeled back. Mateo wheeled toward bus ramp. Ashkar matched stride, wingtip brushing war rail. Local stared, fear melting to nuts. Inside bus, Halden Trevor. Click, detour first. Won't check. Ashkar crammed tail through doors. Couches groaned under bulk. Human dance heal without claim. Clinic does. Mateo patch console to Dragon vitals. Boost fit sync. Stats live. Protocol 1.1. Dragon chuckled rumble. Reads guard better than scales. Dawn traffic parted. Greens blared. Boys protocol Greens Dragon fleet. Rook's cruiser tiled close. Mateo leaned back. Chair hummed smooth. Pocket gem warned again. Ashkar's breath synced to engine drone. Halden glance meter. Captain's hailing. Says Court Trio citywide now. Your call, kid. Mateo tapped accept. Rook's face filled the screen. Liaison Reyes, fleets docking Plaza Alpha. Elder once per lay, you lead. Copy. Mateo eyed Ashkar. Guard up? Dragon nodded. Fangs gleamed. Ritz and wings. Boost banked toward Alpha. Fleet shadows danced ahead. Crowds lined streets. Banners hasty scribbled. Human Dragons protocol. Elder Veda waited center pad. Wings mantel. Runoth still hummed there, small one. Propose. Next read. Cores converge. Mateo wheeled out. Ashka shadoweth. Step 4. Exchange students. Dragons learn buses. Humans learn skies. Veda's laugh boomed. Bold. Accepted. Rook arrived boots thudding. Security cleared. But locals twitchy. One flare, we lock down. Mateo nodded. Protocol covers. Trust the writ. First dragon youth dropped from sky. Landed clumsy near Ashkar. Sniffed Mateo's chair. Small one flies ground. Rolls true. Mateo patted armrest. Try. Youth. Scales. Hade. A-dented. Chair. Trailered behind. Climbed. Tentative. Wheels spun. Grin. Split. Breathed upright. Crowd cheered. Phones captured. Ashkar rumbled pride. Your normal. Rewrite scores. Elder Beira extended claw. Touched Mateo's gem. Light flared mutual. Bond seeds. Ward him fierce. Ashkar. Egwart's worlds. Unask. Sky-filled dragons. John Wan's Thirkor Bus. Holden gun throttle. Beelthrip dragon style. Mateo gripped rails. Felt pull. Trust new. Solid. Rook's squad flanked loose. No batons. But horizon shimmers. Third fleet. Larger shadows banked in. Beta tens. Core trio escalates, she growled. Primes inbound. Mateo tapped console. New protocol draft spun up. Step 5. Welcome writ. Live now. Screens lit citywide. Dragons trumpeted. Humans waved. Game leveled up.